Hello, I'm Bernard Hickey from interest.co.nz and welcome to a special housing report brought to you in association with the BNZ. Today we look at some figures from the Department of Building and Housing. Not many people look at these. They're rental bonds data. They tell you what rents people are paying and how many times each month people are lodging these bonds. It's a good indication of what's happening in the housing market, and it breaks down quite cleverly how people are renting and what they're paying. And what we found is that in March of this year, the median rent across New Zealand was unchanged at $300 from the same month a year ago. And in fact, it's been unchanged for 2 years. A lot of people, particularly property investors, have been saying that rents are bound to increase and that they want to push up rents to reflect the fact that prices have increased and their yields have dropped. But those rents just aren't moving. However, there has been a big shift in the number of people moving into rented accommodation. There were 19,000 bonds listed in March. That's up from 17,000 in March a year ago, up more than 10%. And this was, however, not as much as we saw an increase in 2009 versus 2008, which was a 39% increase. Essentially, a lot more people have moved into rental accommodation in the last couple of years. Now that compared with a shift out of rents into owner-occupied accommodation in early 2008 compared with 2007. What this says is that some people have decided it's just too expensive to own your own home and they've moved into rentals. Some people may have actually sold their house and moved back into a rental to reduce their debt. And that's why we're seeing a big increase, we think, in the number of people renting. Also, of course, there's been a lot of net migration in the last year or so. So the big picture here is that people are moving into rentals, but they're not paying more. And that rental property investors who are hoping for increases in rents are not seeing that yet. I'm Bernard Hickey. That was a special housing report brought to you in association with the BNZ.